So, yes, my husband cannot see. So, yes, the prince of Hastinapur is blind. The blind prince would now wish to see, to know the ruby's brilliance, the pale pallor of his iris. Wandering the corridors of time, he asks With what shade of gold does my throne sparkle? What blue paints itself across the sky? What indigo emerges? What Prussian, what amethyst, what sapphire, when all is as nothing? All is nothing. My hands, nothing. The flowers frozen bloom, nothing. It is eyes that I want. It is eyes that he wants. He wants eyes. But what for? To see, to rule, to survey, or to truly be seen. And thus, here am I, at his service, or so he assumes. He assumes that my eyes will become his. He assumes that what I see is what he will see. What if I see red and he black? What if I see indigo and he Prussian? What if I see red and he the darkest shade? The horrors of the imperfect, the puppetry of the mind, the dark void behind the mask, behind the mask, the shadowy veils of venomous deceit. For what is there but deceit? All is deceit. I will not see. I will not see what the prince cannot see. I will not see what the prince wants to see. I will not see what I can see. I will not see what I want to see. This is it. A fraud. A fraud for a husband, a fraud for a family, a fraud for a kingdom. And now, as the great eye turns blindly away, the call is refused. And the garden turns to stone. As Narcissus falls into the lake, Daphne becomes a tree. And the house of cards slowly begins to tumble. I will not see. I will choose not to see. I am Gandhari, and this is my vow.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Mums Talk podcast, where we talk everything mum. Whether you're planning to be a mum, expecting, or well on your way along your motherhood journey, then this is the podcast for you. We talk all things mum, from breastfeeding to C-sections, from hypnobirthing to that all tricky co-parenting. Now today's guest is Pratiksha Varma, an IT professional and now expecting mum, who I had the pleasure of meeting while researching our IVF special episode last year. Now in her third trimester, she's here to share her own journey with IVF and much, much more, I'm sure. So let me welcome Pratiksha Varma to our Mums Talk studio today. Pratiksha, let me just start by saying you look absolutely fantastic. You're glowing, healthy, happy. I wish I looked like you.
Why would you want to be like me? I'm fat. Yes, I'm a fat woman. I just need to fix my posture. And I keep farting all the time. And I've been waiting for these children like for a century now. Sometimes I feel that getting a toilet, plunger or something and pulling them out like a toilet clog. No, it's just I can't settle. I'll be very happy to talk about the IVF, but the journey in, my God, people are so indifferent. Everywhere, on the street, on the tube. How can people have beady eyes and blank eyes? Beady and blank, beady and blank. It's like they're very indifferent. People are indifferent. And I never grew up in such an environment, It's like you can be a participant in somebody's success, but when it comes to somebody's failures, people just run away. And I know that people are busy and they have work, and I don't work now. But I make sure that I'm involved with everybody. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, the IVF journey. 3 years. We started trying for the baby 3 years ago. And the first time we naturally didn't work. So we went for IVF. So the first time in IVF, it didn't work. Then I called up my friend Pratima, my friend from childhood. She had also gone through an IVF. So I called her to ask that if you were to go for the second time, and second time, it failed. Yeah, it did. And I felt a little disappointed. And then people start telling you things. Then they started telling me to adopt, which was also an option. But I didn't want to go for adoption at that point in time. So then the bullshit started happening. So people saying a lot of things. They asked me to go back to Bombay, spend more time with my husband. And then people saying all kinds of things like go to this temple, ring such and such bell, chant this mantra, do this japa. I didn't want to, but then one of my friend's father-in-laws, he suggested that I wear these gems, and these crystals, so I wore them. So I'm wearing evil eye, then I'm wearing general, pyrite and moonstone, and I think this is agate, then amethyst, and then aventurine and moonstone, which is white in color. So I wore these gems. And it worked. Yeah, it worked. I don't know what worked. I don't know whether it was the insemination that worked, or the gems that worked, or the mantras that worked. But that happened, and when that happened, it got me interested in astrology. Yeah, and it's a very good time for us right now. Jupiter is direct, and when Jupiter is direct, things start moving in a positive direction. So I started reading a lot of astrology. In fact, I started learning it a little bit when things were not going that well a couple of years ago. So maybe there is something that is happening in the sky with the planets, which is affecting us. But I really got into it. I'm no expert, just to pass time, but there are clear examples, like Mercury, the planet Mercury. It was retrograde last month. And when Mercury goes retrograde, you get detached from people. So I could actually sense that. I could feel it. And also you get a little mad in your head, because Mercury represents your head. So you go a little mad in your head. I was alone last month. I couldn't reach out to any of my colleagues. They were all traveling. So I had a lot of time, and I have a lot of time. And when your mind is free and you have a lot of time, an empty mind becomes the house of the devil. I actually didn't. I'm not scared. It's just that I don't want to try anymore. I just want to ensure that there are no unnecessary complications. Like, my gallbladder is already giving me a lot of trouble, and my back, it's creaking like a bed frame, and the constant comparing. I mean, Pratima, my friend, I love her, but she has two sons. One was born right after marriage, like within a year's time of a marriage, and the second one was born just a couple of months ago. Yeah, sweet boy, very lovely boy, sweet. And then my other friend, Kirtana, she had two marriages. Yeah, two marriages. So one son was born from the first marriage, which lasted for 2 years, and the second son was born. Is due. She's going to have him anytime soon. So she is 9 months pregnant, and I am 8 months pregnant, and we went to the same IVF doctor, same clinic, same time, because both of us were unsure, what to do. So it clicked for her. And also, the woman I had met during my second IVF treatment, she also has a son. She has a son, yeah. She has a son. Yeah, she has a son, yeah. So, so it worked for them, It does not work for everybody else, but I know it is going to work for me now. I know it, because I want to be a mother, really, and more than me, my husband wants to be a father, and we will be complete. And I'll be a very good mother. I'll be a very responsible mother, a very patient mother. I have waited for a very long time. So it's been like 731, yes, because it was a leap year, so 731 days plus 8 months. So how many months, how many days in a month? 30. So 13 to 4 to 40. So 240 plus 731, 40, 71, 971. 971 days have passed, and they are passing me by. Tomorrow will be 972nd day. Day after will be 973rd day. And who knows, I might just touch 1000, Maybe when other mothers are sending their children to school, I'll still be waiting. Maybe when their children are getting married, I'll still be waiting. Maybe I'll never have them. Maybe I'll never love them, touch them, feel them, know them, never know what they like or not like, I don't know, maybe they need some encouragement. Yeah, maybe they need some help. Maybe they need my help. I'll help them. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Why is everyone looking for me? Huh? I was praying. It is my time to pray from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. India time. I am alone then. I like it. No, nothing is wrong. Why will anything be wrong? I can't come here chatting with you when I have work to do, right? No, not because anything is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Huh? Knitting? Yes, I knit. I like knitting. Embroidery? Yes, I embroider. I like embroidery. The cushion covers? Yes, I have done them. This also I have done. See? But this is nothing. My grandmother, she was very good in embroidery. She taught us a lot of embroidery. She taught us kantha stitch, which is like running stitch. So she taught us katha stitch, and then chain stitch. So katha stitch, which is running, so we made rugs and big quilts, and then chain stitch, which is we make flowers with chain stitch. Then rose stitch, with one knot you make a rose. So rose stitch, katha stitch, chain stitch, running, hemming, and then she taught us shadow work, which means chicken curry. Yes, so she could knit the sky at night. That woman, string sequence for the stars, and for planets, colored glass and colored thread, and for the moon, a button. Yes, I really like button work. Huh? Yes, you will see lot of buttons on in my embroidery. I actually collect buttons also. I have a collection of buttons. Whenever we go, we hardly go anywhere, but whenever we go, I buy buttons. And whenever I have time, I stitch children's clothes. For till Toto was 5, I used to stitch his clothes, No, nothing is wrong. I like button. I don't know why I like button work, but I really like the 4 holes that they have. And you can go into one hole and then come out of the other hole. It's like you can vanish to emerge again. Huh? Yes, I used to read books also, you know. The nonsense you do as a child. I used to think that books will help me escape the world, escape time. Once upon a time, books were the only things that I was always there for me. I used to think that books will be there for me forever and ever and ever. My world was full of books and flowers, trees, my mountains of books. I loved those mountains, streams of paper, rivers of words, snowfall of pages. My little room full of books and my little head full of animals and adventures. I used to read many kinds of books, funny, sad, adventure, murder mystery. Yes, poetry, yes. I used to write poetry also. Before marriage, I used to write a lot of. Yes, I don't remember the words, but I remember a little bit. The moon, the moon can come and vanish in its own time, but we cannot. We have to stay. Now, if you please, I have to go. No, I have a lot of work to do. Hama, হ্যাঁ খাবার তৈরি হয়ে যাবে। নো নো হ্যাঁ একটার মধ্যে হয়ে যাবে মা। No, we don't have maid, no. I have to cook and clean. হ্যাঁ মা, আপনাকে কি ভাত বানিয়ে দেবো একটু? আলু সেদ্ধ খাবেন? চা বানিয়ে দিই? হ্যাঁ? No, I will not eat. I have pujo, Nil pujo, so I am fasting. হ্যাঁ মা, হ্যাঁ এক্ষুনি, হ্যাঁ কিছু হয়নি? No, nothing is wrong. See, I'm going to the mandir temple. See, everything is okay. Okay, nothing is wrong. না মা কিছু হয়নি. Okay, I have to keep. Okay.
Then, with an iron bar, I strike my stomach.
and this great globe falls out from inside me. I find no bouncing baby boy, but a rather wretched rolling bowl of flesh. But Vyasa tells me, rend apart this planet, this bulging boulder, grease and sleeping dreams into 101 pieces, and to place each doughy pack of living plasticine into 101 earthen pots. And as the oily yellow level rises to cover up each globe, each pressured piece, the dough begins to twist in new discomfort, and the little mouths splash out and scream for me.
My Dhritarashtra. What a man, my Dhritarashtra. No weapon to wield. But alas, the strength of 100,000 elephants, the strength to crush iron into dust. What humility to greet blindness with the warmth of a friend, the cool head with no eyes, the beautiful, respectful father of our 100 sons. How loyal he is to the crown, he who holds the nation like the God holding the sky itself. Such ability to look over the kingdom, but never know the palace's visage, to bring children into the world and never know their loving gaze. Therefore, with what he be denied? It is right, it is just that he know the fullness of the other universe, the universe of touch. He should know the fold, the finest fabrics, the grooves and ridges of exotic gems, for always he is reminded of his weakness, his critical subservience. Under the shade of Pandu, his brother, and our sons, always under the shadow of his. He should only grow bitter in the dark. Therefore, let him have such luxury to know the crisp grip of leaves turning brittle, the smooth glide of golden walls, the curving heat of a stranger's supple limbs in the dark. For what is more to expect from a man born not of love but of convenience, whose birth was bought with his mother's fear, her eyes tight shut under this ordeal? What should a blind man know of individual sanctity and loyalty? It is his blindness that I wish to understand, is it not? So, he has no option. He has to do this. He needs this. He needs this reassurance. He needs this galaxy of touch. But it is not my business. It is not my business. It is not my business. I will not see. I will not see. I will not see. Come, blindfold. You can touch me. There's more in the offing. There's more in the offing. In the offing. Oh, there's more in the offing. More love, more joy, more toys in the offing. There's more. There's more in the offing. Ooh, ooh. There's more in the offing. Oh, opportunities. Love, lost, oh, there's more in the offing. You see these earrings? Yeah, these ones. My son gave them to me. Every time he hits a mark, he gives me a little something. I have around 12 gold bangles, 3-4 gold chains, 5-6 gold rings, some silver ornaments, and some gems. I mean, I buy them, of course, but he gives them to me. And they're very special because he is very special. And we'll get to that. I really know that your sons do try really hard, but and their times will come. But my son, That's him. My son has already many achievements. He got through the American Elite Academy. The American Elite Academy? The AEA? The American Elite Academy. He got through that. The American Elite Academy. Not everybody gets through that school, but he got through that, the American Elite Academy, and it has done him so good, I can't tell you. You know why. So he was playing in the school, the American Elite Academy. He was playing basketball, football, and cricket. But the school chose him for their basketball team, the school's basketball team. He was chosen for that, and that was a gem filled year. So the jewelry was like weighing me down. I had to put them away in the bank lockers. And the teachers, they were constantly praising him, praising his originality, his unique talent. And I was like, oh, no, nothing. It's nothing. It's just productive parenting. Productive parenting. Productive parenting. Productive parenting. Yes, productive parenting. So always at the camps he was, arm full of badges, scout badges. But we all know, we all know that it's not only about the badges, right? It is about the certificates as well. Trinity Rock and Pop Guitar, grade 8. Grade 8, that's the highest grade, right? You can't go above that grade, yes. So Rock and Pop Guitar, grade 8. And he's been very busy with his Scholars Cup, going to Yale University for his finals and all. And and we keep getting a lot of these certificates. We have around 150 certificates till now, and we keep getting them in the post. And it's such a hassle, you would know that, right? I mean, what do we do with them? Do we frame them? Do we file them, compile them? But we don't have to worry about that anymore because we are going abroad. Today, we are going to pack. Because today are the results of his interview at the Royal Institute of Arts and Sciences. And guess where the campus is? Guess? Any guesses? Switzerland, no less. They say the foreign lands are mesmerizing. You would know, right, how it is traveling from one end of the city to the other. Sweet, if you come to think of it, right? But if you like something, if you see something that you like, why not take my advice, right? It's free and it won't hurt you. Ladies, take it from a business mogul like myself. Your children are a construction. Your children are a construction. Your children are a construction. Your children are a
construction.
Yeah. So just like you are building something up, you have to build your children from ground up. You get me? Okay. Imagine a pristine building, okay? A pristine, shimmering, ergonomic building. The panels, the window panels or the panes may be that of crystal. The paint may rival that of Michelangelo, and the corridors may be studded with shadow-catching stones, but without the most important ingredient, everything else becomes useless. See, you need one thing to make the rest possible. And what is it? A good, solid foundation. A good, solid foundation ensures, as far as raising children goes, is similar to preparing the children to become self-sufficient. Because in life, nobody helps anybody. Nobody will help you when you need it. When you don't need it, they will help you. But when you need it, like when I was shifting from Bombay to Delhi, I asked many of my friends in Delhi, whether there was anything that I could do, could start some work, this, that. Oh, nobody helped. None. Thankfully, I was in a good job in Bombay, and I earned a lot of money for myself. I earned a lot of money. And I started my company. Yeah. So I started my company, and I adopted my son, whom we are celebrating today. And if you see, both are very similar to each other. Right? You getting me? Okay, see. Being a single mother is difficult, but working a business is at least understandable. So let's approach it that way. What's your business? What is your business? What is your business? Your business is your child. Your business is your child. And like an entrepreneur, when you are working in a business and when you're nurturing your business or your child, you have to stay glued to the progress. Because I can promise you, if you look away from your business or your child, standards are going to slip. See, I have lots of servants who look after my children, okay? But they keep getting the instructions wrong. They keep putting the wrong things in their bags. They forget to give them lunch. They forget to give them water. So I have to monitor them all the time. See, this is a clip from yesterday. So that's look at the way she's putting the books in the bag. There, she forgot the bottle. See? That's the bottle. She forgot it. Damn it. Idiots. So you have to take the responsibility back. Okay? You must know what your children are doing. You must be a participant in all of their activities. Today, my son is 17 and my daughter, that's my son, and my daughter, she's 9. And for the last 17 years, I have not looked at anything but them. Okay? And I'm very happy. Go to every parent-teacher meeting. Okay? Don't miss a single one. Every single one. Attend every parent-teacher meeting. And if you have any problem, keep going to the school. Keep going to the school. Keep talking to the school. You should be aware of whatever your children are doing. Where are they going? Whom are they meeting? When are they coming back? What are they eating? Where are they? When are they going to come back? When are they going? Everything. I have 2 journals. One for Meher, my daughter, and one for Mohit, my son. 2 journals, and they have everything, starting from their birth certificates to their adoption certificates, adoption letters, then their report cards and their certificates, everything. They're all in there. And now, what you're waiting for? The results of the interview from Royal Institute of Arts and Sciences. I think it's here, so moment. Hello? Yes. What? No. No, but how is this possible? It was all... But you said it was already done. No, you said that it was done. I paid all the money to you to get this done, you idiot. You can't tell me, okay, that you can't tell me that it's not done. If I look back and go away. Oh God, this is so embarrassing. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'll finish talking. Why are you laughing? No, you did something sneaky in there, didn't you? You did. What do you think? Is this funny? Are you enjoying this? We have grown up hating our parents, so our children will grow up hating us. Is that it? We have no control? It's written, predestined, huh? Cowards! I'm trying to make a difference to my son here, and what about you, huh? What about you? Has your son acted in all the Shakespeare plays ever written? Huh? Does your son win gold medals in semi-professional tournaments? Does your son finish his math assignments under an hour? Did your son ever see the Scholars Cup? Does your son get celebrated for the Model United Nations? My son works with the underprivileged children and teaches them for his cash projects in the school. What? And your sons? What do they do? Yeah? They keep scrolling blankly on their phones, doing absolutely nothing.
Sisters in a forest. Some say they were twins with the same rolling hair and the same gemstone eyes. But their personalities were worlds apart, galaxies even. Orbiting beautifully, the first sister was like a dream, staring out of the stained glass windows of her soul, telling stories to the birds and insects that would make the harshest rainfall dance with the joys of light and shade. The loneliest creatures stretching and inflating at her touch, taking the sky in with confidence and without fear. Yet, in this world of the first sister, there would never be pain, sorrow, or disappointment. And the creatures would be forever grateful for this. What there would be? Ambition, hope, and belief. Now, if the first sister was a dream, the second sister was like cold water to the slumbering fool. Well versed in the ways of both culture and nature, the second sister would make for a mean survivalist. With arcane knowledge of each and every floriferous tongue, finding beauty in concrete facts, mathematical abstraction, always seeking to unmask the hidden subject. But she had no time for spinning stories or beautiful descriptions of the future. Her home would be made in the rock pools of jungle caves, where twitching skeletal forms would converse with her in that most powerful and perfect of all languages. Silence. Deep, truthful silence. But there comes a time when even the most hard-headed of ascetics may emerge from the deep, and this was such a time, for love had entered the forest, stirring the leaves and tracing the waters in forms, masks and faces of all shapes and sizes. Love would make contact with the sisters. But here our story would take a turn for the worse, for only one sister would find such love and keep it. The first sister would bedazzle her newfound bedfellow with inspiration and talk of a glittering future that would befall their entwined souls. The things they would do, the places they would see, the achievements, experiences, great works of art they would produce, how their names would echo, bouncing off the walls of eternity. The second sister had only herself to give. No glamour, no jeweled accolades, but herself. Her true, honest self. Before long, her love would fade into the swirling mists of morning, and she would find herself alone once more. For you see, the first sister, her name was Shamata, potential. And the second sister, her name was Vastavikta, reality. As the seasons passed, Vastavikta felt herself becoming slowly but surely invisible. For Shamata had many lovers, some exalting her very being through verse and song, others sitting in candlelit vigil of her dwelling. But Vastavikta had no one to love her or be loved by her. Soon, as the droplet becomes the trickle, becomes the stream, becomes the flood, so her loneliness flowed forth into a bitter, twisted hatred, and taking the jagged shard of a mirror now smashed Vastavikta, tore out the heart of her sister Shamata, leaving the corpse upon a smooth laid boulder for all to see. And thereafter, with blood in her gemstone eyes, lake water in her rolling hair, reality traveled upstream, across river stones, until the forest parted ways. And found herself in an entirely new terrain. But this was no trouble, for her mission had been revealed at long last.
If the world could not love her, it would not love her. Such is life. But in the end, it would know her name. She met me on our way from Kandahar to Hastinapur. Quiet girl, often walking in my shadows, gazing at me all the time. Yes, quiet. But her eyes told me a lot of things. Big, reflective, hypnotic. Her clothes were torn in jagged, asymmetrical patterns, and her hair was a mess. Constellation of dirt, leaves, stones, dangling twigs. As the sun would bear down on us, she would raise her knuckles up to her forehead, wipe sweat and dirt, dried blood in the ridges of her fingers, in the lines of her palms, a map of matted gore. She said she had made her home in the forests of the north, and that she had learned a valuable lesson. She would not refuse the call, for she said, if reality could not face reality, then this world, this great orb will be lost. I would like to say that I did listen to her, that I did cling to her words like the edge of a cliff. But the truth is, her stories were dull, blunt, and colorless. Before long, I would lose interest, dwelling on the half-remembered sayings of my father, Subala. He was there when I marked my devotion, when this silk cloth wrapped itself around my head and I caressed the fine fabric. You were there when I served Vyasa, when the boon was bestowed, my 100 sons. You were there when I got pregnant, watching. You were there throughout my 2 years of pregnancy. You were there when my husband had another son. You were there, but I did not listen to you. I did not want to listen to you. You were there when I beat them out of my belly before their time. You were there when I took apart their flesh and put it in the pots of ghee. You were there when they wanted Duryodhan not to survive. They wanted to kill Duryodhan because they said he looked like a devil, and what, Pandu's son? They looked like angels. Duryodhan was my first son. How could I kill him? I could not kill him. But she wanted me to. And I did not listen to her, and her eyes like great globes. The truth will prevail. The truth will prevail. But I knew my sons were not going to be the sons of destiny. Oh, helpless, Draupadi, Kunti, such a failure. Holding on to territory for pride's sake. Why not share the kingdom? But he could not see them and I would not see them. And now, this battlefield, Kurukshetra, this bloodbath, and I did not listen to her, and she's still watching. She's still watching, aren't you? I had to save my son. I had to save my son, but how clever you are. My son had to die for me to listen to you. But I promise, in the morning, from now until the day I die, I will not look away. But for today, go. Go bury your sister. Go away just for tonight. Let me be with my children. For so long I have not listened to them. I have much to tell them and they have much to tell me. Now go. The battlefield will be a garden again. Do you see the sprouting stalks? The lotus rising? Yes, yes. We will go for a walk, and with my stick, I will beat the wolves, the insects, the vultures. Oh, look at my children's faces. They need washing. Their clothes are filthy. They must be tired. They must be hungry. Look at them, all tumbling, tumbling. Parkuria pa kan kata kukurailu kuria tha ai nindu bhai nindu parkuria pa kan kata kukurailu kuria tha. Go. Be with your stories and your dreams. Leave me. Be with yours. For that is all we have. The stories and our dreams of people that we leave behind. I am a mother. Let me be a mother.